What are the latest domestic wage trends? Imagine earning a paycheck that just keeps pace with the rising cost of living. That's what many workers hope for, but recent trends tell a more complicated story. Across the United States, wages are going up slowly, but not fast enough to keep up with inflation. In 2025, a record number of places are raising their minimum wages. Over 80 states, cities, and counties are increasing their wage floors. Many are pushing the minimum wage to $15 or more per hour, with over 50 localities reaching or surpassing $17 an hour. This is a big step toward helping low-wage workers, who often struggle with poverty and economic inequality. Some areas are even doing multiple wage hikes within a year to help workers deal with higher living costs. There is also a push at the federal level. The Raise the Wage Act of 2025 aims to increase the federal minimum wage from the current $7.25 to $17 by 2030. If passed, this change would impact around 15% of the workforce, adding about $70 billion in wages each year. It would also eliminate lower wages for tipped workers, young workers, and those with disabilities, creating a more uniform wage standard across the country. When we look at actual wage growth, the numbers show a modest increase. Wages and salaries grew by about 3.5% over the year ending June 2025. However, when you consider inflation, the real wage growth is only about 0.8%. That means workers are barely earning more than they did before once you account for rising prices. This slow growth keeps many in a state of wage stagnation, especially those in middle and lower income brackets. In the private sector, average hourly earnings are rising around 3.72% year over year. While that sounds good, it often doesn't fully cover the increase in living costs. So, many workers find their purchasing power remains limited. Looking at median earnings, full-time workers earned about $1,196 per week in the second quarter of 2025. That's the middle point, meaning half of workers earn less. This highlights ongoing income inequality, where the gap between the highest and lowest earners remains wide. Despite some wage increases, many workers still face financial insecurity. Rising housing costs, healthcare expenses, and other essentials make it hard for families to get ahead. Wage stagnation, especially after adjusting for inflation, keeps many caught in a cycle of economic hardship. Improving wages through policy changes is a step forward, but it needs to be paired with efforts to make housing, healthcare, and other basic needs more affordable. Only then can we truly address the broader issues of social and economic inequality. In the end, these wage trends show progress in raising pay, but real improvements are slow. Many workers are still struggling to keep up with the cost of living, which fuels ongoing inequality and social challenges. Addressing this requires a combination of fair wage policies and broader social support systems to help everyone build a more secure financial future.